2 decades ago, researchers at the Center for Creative Leadership did some really interesting research where they went out and talked with 191 successful executives and said, what are the 3 key events in your development that led to a lasting change in your approach to leadership? And the findings were really interesting. First of all, very few of them talked about formal training or education programs. Over 90% of the events, it turns out, were either on-the-job development experiences, or they talked about other people who were key to their development. So for example, one of those on-the-job experiences was starting a project from scratch, where you didn't have enough time, you didn't have enough people, you didn't have enough resources, and you still needed to make it work. Another event would be turning a failing business around. Some of the other people who were particularly important were role models in people's lives. One of the more interesting pieces there was about a third of the time they were negative role models who that taught the person how not to be a leader, or things that they decided they didn't want to do when they became a leader. My own research is built on that foundation and focuses on a couple of areas. Number one is the individual. So not everyone who goes through those experiences necessarily emerges as a better person or leader on the other side. And so how can people make sure they capture those lessons and really do develop in the midst of those experiences? The second area of research that I focus on is more at the organizational level. So what can organizations do to create the climate and processes and culture where everybody is learning and developing from experience? I've called this area what I'll call it real-time leadership development. And there's this huge area of untapped potential if we can figure out how to help leaders execute the business and develop themselves at exactly the same time.